This is when you realize everything was on video.
In the morning on May 6th, 2022,
Fuck
officers
it.
in Rock County, Wisconsin
We
were
streaming,
alerted about a
nigga.
hit-and-run incident. Police reports indicate that a white pickup truck collided into a Volkswagen Golf, pushing them off of the road. Images from the victim vehicle shows the damage caused, resulting in an estimated $9,000 repair. That is determined to be a totaled vehicle. According to statements made by the victims on social media. After collecting statements from the crash victims, officers inquired nearby businesses about security footage that may have captured the incident. They were in luck. One business provided 2 angles that were able to capture the scene. Using Google Earth and visual references from the security camera, we were able to estimate their...
It's the 21st century, it's 2025. Unless you got no license plate, all black car, tint, but all these cameras out here, my nigga, they catching you. You know, they catching you.
Speed over the course of this 15-second interaction. At the beginning of their visual, both vehicles appear to be so close together it is difficult to tell that there's 2 of them.
Okay, you can chill. Damn! Damn! Damn!
If we end the sale of flavored tobacco products,
Shut up, ho.
I do think we can have a long-term impact. Nicotine has
Bitch, don't make. Hey, hold on, go back. That is a diabolical. One more time. That is a diabolical situation.
According to the
Could
police
easily
report,
ran some
the
cars to the
occupants of
house.
the Volkswagen said they attempted to pass the truck in a passing area, but the truck continued to match their speed and refused to let them in, causing them to go into the oncoming lane of traffic. The truck continued until eventually making contact and causing the accident before fleeing the scene. Notably, the police report states that the Volkswagen narrowly missed this tree on the opposite side of this building at what we
They almost missed the tree. They almost hit the tree, a house, and a few cars.
estimate to be around 55 miles an hour, possibly evading death. In our review, the statement made by the victim vehicle is mostly true, as the speeds and positions of both vehicles support their claim. However, based on satellite imagery, they were not in a passing zone at the time, having just passed that area before the incident. They were not in both vehicles support their claim. However, based on satellite imagery, they were not in a passing zone at the time, having just passed that area before the incident. These merging lanes prior to what is captured on video may have been the initial point of frustration between the drivers, as is noted by commenters on Facebook. Having obtained visual of the truck, the police department shared this post asking the public for help in finding the culprit. The Facebook post proved successful, as the report notes 2 individuals, one anonymous source and one apparent acquaintance of the truck driver.
Okay, so they was in the same lane, and she was trying to get, when they got into the passing lane, she tried to go around him when they got into the passing lane, and he drove her off. That's tough.
Reached out to police. The acquaintance even called the driver out directly in the Facebook post themselves. The anonymous source shared that they knew the truck driver, Jason Erdman, and his truck through Jason's moving businesses. The source shared images of the truck's license plate, and when the investigators looked it up, they found it was reported stolen. The source also shared that Jason told them, quote, "I don't think I hit him. Maybe I did," before indicating that he was going to leave town for a couple weeks. Investigators then visited Jason's address, a business he's associated associated with and the address of Jason's family members who could not provide Jason's location. The report indicates that Jason himself called dispatch operators and questioned them on why law enforcement was trying to contact him. During those calls, Jason refused to share his location. It was the following day that Jason's acquaintance reached out to police to provide more information, claiming Jason drives in an extremely aggressive manner, cutting off people frequently. Apparent strangers from Facebook recognized the same truck in the area as well.
Damn.
He is allegedly notorious for driving erratically. When the acquaintance
like, bro, niggas know you for being hell on wheels. That's what you are, hell on wheels.
went to tag Jason in the department's Facebook post. He noted that Jason changed his last name on Facebook and wasn't sure why. Officers called Jason's number on that day as well.
Jason, this is Deputy DeBoer. I'm with the Rock County Sheriff's Office.
Jason don't give a
I'm
damn.
looking to speak with you regarding an incident that happened yesterday and talk about it a little bit further. Where are you right now?
Talk about what?
So we have...
I know you guys have been asking my family about it.
Okay.
Calling you guys last night. I never got a call back.
There was a hit and run yesterday, and we had a couple people call.
You know exactly what you did, boy.
That you may be the individual that was involved.
Okay. I mean, I wasn't in an accident yesterday like that. I came home, did alignment on my truck. My truck literally sitting in front of me.
Where are you at now?
I'm way up north. I think Tuesday.
When are you going to be back in town?
Probably Monday.
Are you okay if I set up a time to meet with you on Monday when you get back?
Yeah, y'all can come take a look at the truck, but if you guys want to imply that I was in an accident, then you're going to be speaking to my attorney. There's no damage to the truck other than what my guys have done to the truck. I run a moving company.
Where are you in Nakusa then?
Okay, what are you looking for from me here?
To either put this thing to rest that
Don't play dumb, my brother. You know what you did. Don't play dumb. Don't do this.
you weren't the one that was involved, or to verify, I would like to send a deputy from the agency up there to just go take photos of your truck and document any damage that there may be to it. Based on the accident and the video footage that I have, I know where the damage is going to be. If it's not you, then that's part of the investigation, and I was told yesterday that you were not giving your location out. That's why I'm contacting your family.
That's kind of ironic when nobody called me.
Well, they said that when dispatch talked to you, you wouldn't give your location out. But we're still doing an investigation, so we...
That's fine.
Okay, so where are you at right now?
I'm up north right now, and on Monday, after I contact my attorney, then you guys can come out and take a look at the truck. Because I understand what you're trying to do. I was not in no accident. I'm not going to have you guys trying to keep me
Damn.
more in here. I understand you gotta do what you gotta do, but...
So that's
Like,
the part that I'm
you
not
don't-
totally understanding.
The title says when he realized everything was on video. Like, bro, you can't think you did that and there's no video. That's insane.
Is I have a photo of the vehicle that I'm looking for.
Bro, tell them you got a video.
If it's not, if it...
It looks just like my truck. However, my truck has chrome rims. Those
Okay.
rims on that picture are black. I see plenty of people driving trucks that are white dudes. I understand what you're trying to do. I did see the picture.
I'm doing an investigation with the leads that I have. So I mean,
Right, and I get it. I understand that, but I also understand my rights.
and that is your right, sir. So I will talk to you on Monday.
2 days later, Jason agreed to let officers observe his truck at his address.
Hi, Jason. I'm Deputy DeBoer, Rock County Sheriff's Office. Deputy Adams. Here to talk to you. Just take pictures of the truck. Take a look at things. So
There you go.
Yeah.
I was camping all weekend. Take your pictures.
takes pictures. I mean, when, you're not answering any questions.
I'm talking to my attorney about that one.
Okay. Do you have your ID? Just so I can verify.
Yep. No, I
Real
camping all weekend. Really, my only frustration.
You're not gonna answer no questions, but nigga, you about to sit here and tell and get these niggas your whole spill, your whole weekend, but you ain't answering no questions.
Just comes the fact that you guys harassed my family for 2 days straight before contacting me. But truck's right there, so take pictures. Do what you gotta do.
So we go through leads that we get.
Oh, I saw
and
the
we
Facebook page.
Yeah, and
Follow
we
you guys
eliminate
on
them, and we don't.
Facebook.
I mean, we follow leads, and if they're not
And
legitimate,
that's
then
fine. I don't have a problem with that. I know you guys gotta do what you gotta do. We're on the same boat, but
that's why we're here.
I was harassed. Well, not me. My family was harassed for 2 days.
Well, we got to try to. I mean,
My
we gotta
family was
branch
harassed
out.
for 2 days and nobody called me.
Because if I just call you and talk
If you're in Connecticut,
I have somebody who just answered the phone. Go ahead.
who's that car registered to? It's registered to your sister in Connecticut and you, and it's expired in 2020. I ran it when I drove by. So if you want to argue that issue,
I'm not arguing.
I
I'm trying to
found
figure
a
out why
name
nobody
on this
contacted me.
vehicle, and I tried to contact it. That's all there was to it.
I'm just confused on why nobody tried calling me.
We were trying to attempt to contact you,
There's a female
and
that's
then
coming
see
to the
contact
door.
your family
Like she was
might have a good phone number for you, or find out
That boy's
where
stressed.
you're at, or hey, where can we meet?
That boy
you?
is stressed.
That's not harassment. It's attempting to make contact to
I'm
you.
just kind
with your-
of caught off guard because the
Right.
fact that my sister
I'm pretty sure
gave me
you're-
all of my information,
Right.
all of it, and I still didn't get a call.
Okay.
I called Rock County after y'all called me.
When was that?
I called Rock County on Friday. Was it Friday night after my sister called?
It might have been Friday night. I wasn't working.
I think you'd said that. Oh, I'm up north. And then you told the deputy when they asked, well, where can we meet you? We'll send somebody out there to take photos of your vehicle. You told whoever it was you talked to that you're not going to tell them where you're at.
That's actually false.
Okay. Then where are you at?
Camping.
Where?
And my physical address was right here, and I said.
Then where were you camping
So
at?
they asked me for my address or my parents' address. I gave that to them.
Right. Okay. So where are you camping at?
Multiple places. Nakusa.
Okay. Where at?
Nakusa.
Right. Where at in Cruza?
You don't need an address.
When did you head up there?
I left Friday afternoon.
What time Friday?
Any more questions? We'll go through my attorney.
That's rather odd.
That's fine. Truck's right here.
Right. Then I mean, I assume you already talked to your attorney, right?
And he said it was okay for you guys to take.
Then I'm pretty sure you also explained that contacting your family is not harassment.
You can take pictures of the truck.
And Jason, I also I have former employees of yours calling me, telling me that you drive aggressively. So I'm following the lead.
That's the crazy
I'm
part.
gonna look at it further.
That's the crazy part. The employees. I'm assuming this town ain't that big, but for your employees to know that you drive like a madman, this is a big ass truck too. And these niggas with these big ass trucks for sure be driving crazy. There ain't no in between with niggas that can drive these trucks. They either good drivers or they bad drivers. Pick one.
And if you can give me where you traveled, I can eliminate you as a suspect. But that's what I'm saying. I have a vehicle that looks a lot like yours.
I understand that. No, I
okay.
get that.
Yeah.
Because, after you guys said that, you can go on Facebook. Your guys' page shows everything.
No, I know. And, some people contacted us and said it could be this guy, and we follow the lead. And if it's not, it's not. And if it is, it is.
I don't have a problem you guys doing that. You took pictures of the truck, but it was the lack of communication on you guys' part trying to call me. You can laugh all you want.
No, lack of communication on our part trying to call you.
Here, but taking pictures. That right there, that bashed-in corner came from the cab corner of the trailer last year in Washington. Hey, if you guys know anybody that's looking for a car, parking it out.
This one in the street?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, motor's blowing on it.
It does have some damage down here. Are you denying that you were involved in this hit and run that you saw on Facebook? You can't say no?
I've been very clear about my stance on this.
The far majority of the public doesn't take a stance like that, that's all.
That's fine, but I know what you're fishing for. And I
Fishing
understand
for
my
what?
truck looks similar to the one you guys posted on your Facebook page.
Like Deputy Debo said.
Nigga, it is the same one.
I was
And then-
involved in an accident.
No, I asked you. I just asked you if you're going to deny that you were in it.
I
That's
was
all.
not in any accidents, if that answers your question. Anything other than that, you will be talking to my attorney.
Well, if you wanted to see about a photo of
Bro, you said you was involved in an accident earlier on the phone, didn't you?
this, I don't know, maybe call some campgrounds up there in the goose.
Yeah. I'm going to.
Okay, well, just get the plate of the camper, and maybe I'll have that on record for the campgrounds or something like that. Think I'm back and ask.
It's all right. I'm not going to push it any further today.
Thanks, Jason. You have any questions for us? Okay, thank you.
Officers continued to investigate security and traffic footage to uncover Jason's whereabouts. They discovered Jason's truck traveling in areas that could put him at the scene of the crash. Most importantly, officers were able to obtain license plate information from certain images to confirm it was the same truck. However, those images also showed that Jason had at some point changed out identifying parts of his vehicle, notably changing his gold bumper into a chrome one, where most of the damage from the crash would have been sustained.
Damn.
The information gave officers enough probability probable cause for a search warrant.
How he do that? How he find that out?
Notably changing his gold bumper from certain images to confirm. Importantly, officers were able to obtain license plate information from certain images to confirm it was the same truck. However,
damn,
those images also showed that Jason had at some point changed out identifying parts.
That's
of the vehicle,
crazy.
notably changing his gold bumper into a chrome one, where most of the damage from the crash would have been sustained. This information gave officers enough probable cause for a search warrant. Nearly a week after the crash, officers returned back to Jason's address to follow through with the warrant.
Wow.
Liberty Mutual is all she talks about since we saved hundreds by bundling our home and auto insurance.
It's pronounced Biberty. Biberty. Nice try, kid.
This ought to be interesting.
Hello.
You ain't gonna like this.
I'm gonna have you come back down to the car here with me, okay?
All right. Something to help you with?
Yeah, Detective Bureau's gonna explain that here. Go ahead and just rest your butt right down on the hood of the car there. Put the phone in your pocket if you would, please.
Yeah.
Hey, Jason. I'm Bo Douglas. I'm a detective with the Sheriff's Office, okay? The reason why we're here is, I just want to explain to that, okay? Is there anybody else at the house currently? Just my pets. Just your pets? Okay. So we have a search warrant for the residence, specifically your truck, your camera equipment, and your cell phone. That is this right here, okay? But I want to explain this to you just so you have an understanding, okay? We know there's this
Camera
crash that
equipment.
occurred on 14, and I know this
They're gonna
truck's
find some
involved.
pedophile
We're
stuff.
gonna examine it further for that. Okay, the situation is this. There was no injury. We know what occurred there. We know what the other driver was doing. We know everything about that.
The officer is likely not just referring to the other driver passing in a no-passing zone, but also highlighting that the driver was charged with driving on a suspended license, an offense they have committed 9 times.
Oh, ooh, offense they committed 9 times. Damn, hold on. Okay, I was mistaken. This guy, that guy was trying to pass them in a no passing zone. Okay, I get it. They were merging in the passing zone, and they tried to pass in the no passing zone. Let me go back to that picture. What a picture at? Okay,
Before the incident.
No passing. Okay, so you can pass to this point right here where this dot is, line is.
These merging lanes.
Hold on, fuck my phone. And it goes in here. They would probably drive in here, try to get over here, and got rolled down here. Damn, that's tough. And that person was driving with a suspended license 9 times. 9 times is crazy.
Is there anybody else at the house who have an understanding, okay? We know there's this hit and run crash that occurred on 14, and I know this truck's involved. We're going to examine it further for that, okay? The situation is this. There was no injury. We know what occurred there. We know what the other driver was doing. We know everything about that.
The officer is likely not just referring to the other driver passing in a no-passing zone, but also highlighting that the driver was charged with driving on a suspended license, an offense they have committed 9 times in less than 3 years.
Damn.
According to court records.
The
Damn.
Is we either got to get in front of this, you got to get in front of this and go from there, or it gets to be dragged out a lot longer.
I understand.
And we think about the totality of the situation. It's not just your involvement, it's their involvement.
9 suspensions in 3 years, now 10.
The cooperation and the honesty. There's more than 5 cameras that saw this truck all the way past North Wash. We know you have cameras here. We had multiple people call in about your vehicle, and that's where we're at today. We're looking for cooperation. If you're willing to do that, we can sit down and talk and do that.
As long as I got my attorney present.
You want your attorney present?
I would prefer that.
And who is that?
Well, he texted me his information here just last week. He got me off guard.
Okay.
Scott McCarthy.
Scott McCarthy? Okay. What we can do, is that your cell phone?
Yeah.
Can I take that out? Thank you. So that's part of what we have right here in this warrant. We're going to take the truck.
Then we're going to grab your surveillance equipment, and we're going to look for any car parts associated with that truck in this house. Okay? All that will be left on this search warrant copy. It'll be left in your residence.
When do I get my truck back?
It has to be processed. So I don't know. There's no time frame. We're going to get a search warrant for it once it leaves here, and then we'll go that route if that's how you want to run it. So.
Forgot my attorney present.
Okay, I understand, and that's certainly your right. We can set something up for you to meet with us at the sheriff's office with your attorney if you want to talk. But like I said, this is the route it's going to go, and we're at this point with taking this truck and going from there.
Can I sit down with you in private?
Sure.
Will that be fine?
If you want to talk in a squad, we can do that.
Can we go inside and talk?
We haven't been through the house to make sure there's nothing in there.
It's just the dog and the cat.
How about this? If we're able to clear the house real quick, then we can sit down and talk in there.
Sit in the garage?
Okay, let's do that. I didn't want to make a big deal in front of all your neighbors. I mean, you live here. This is your place. But there's obviously questions I have for you. And if, like you said, you're not under arrest, this is a warrant for the truck.
I understand that. I'll admit to it.
We can go in and clear it quick.
Okay. The thing was, I didn't hit anybody. That's the thing that's the reason why I was there, yes. I'll admit to it. I didn't hit anybody. It wasn't a road rage incident. When I was going down that road, somebody was turning right.
I'm going to give you this back quick. We're going to go in and just make sure nobody else is inside.
That's fine.
Okay. Nobody else is inside, right?
Dog is friendly?
Should be. I can't say too many people go in there without me there, so.
Fair enough. What kind of dog is it?
Doberman.
Doberman?
Is there two?
A cat. Cat might be more vicious.
That's the one we gotta watch.
Yeah.
Sheriff's office, anybody inside?
Officers searched the residence but found nothing of interest.
Hi, puppy.
Outside of a Doberman who seemed interested in helping them find whatever they were looking for.
Doberman, like, yeah, he got everything right here.
That's when the car come flying around me. It's a no passing zone right there.
Facts.
Jason reasons that an uninvolved vehicle turning in front of him caused him to unknowingly sway towards the illegally passing Volkswagen into the gravel on the opposite side of the road. However, the security footage shows no vehicle in front of Jason's truck turning right.
I'm not expecting that.
Okay.
I wasn't expecting a car there. At that point in time, I saw them hit the gravel.
Oh, I see. So they're going down this road, right? This one way.
Of him caused him to unknowingly sway towards the illegally passing.
They're going down this one way. They merge. He gets in front of the Volkswagen, and he's gonna push him into the other lane, oncoming traffic. Okay, I see.
Volkswagen into the gravel on the opposite side.
Side of the road. This side. Damn, that's tough. Yeah, he's fucked up for that. He should have let it's an illegal pass for sure, but he should have let that car just get in front of him. Or speed up on the right side and make them slow down and get behind him. But he should have never got out his way and get to the other lane just to drive them out off the road. That's okay. I'm starting to figure it out. I'm starting to get it now.
However, the security footage shows no vehicle in front of Jason's truck turning right.
I'm not expecting that. Okay. I wasn't expecting a car there. At that point in time, I saw them hit the gravel, and then by the time I turned back right, they were already sideways, right in front of me. So I hit the brakes. So that's why there's no damage to my truck, because I never physically hit them. I hit the brakes, they turned sideways, darted across the road, down into the ditch, they missed the tree, and then I saw them turn left and stop right there. Not stopping, I'm leaving, because that was bullshit. That's why I'm like, I was freaking out, not wanting to say anything, because it's like, I didn't physically hit
you. Should have waited for your lawyer, bro.
The way it all kind of accumulated, it looks really bad. There was no road rage incident. I wasn't angry by no means. I literally just filled up my LP tank to go camping for the weekend, and then I had to get home, get the camper ready, and hook up to go get my dog.
He's a lying ass nigga.
When I saw that, I'm like, yeah, in my mind, fuck these people, they want to drive like that. So that's why I just went home.
There's no basement, right?
No, you're looking at it.
Okay.
That's why I just went home.
So the driver itself said there was two different impacts with your vehicle.
Yeah.
All right. Is that the same bumper that was on it that day? Okay. When did you replace the gold bumper that you had on it?
That was
42 for resident secured 904.
It's been a while.
Like how long?
10 days suspended time.
Again, if you changed it after the fact, we want to know about it now because we're going to find out.
Right.
We have a date of when this truck had a gold bumper on it.
Right.
I know a date. I have pictures of it. Proof.
I hear you.
So, was it changed last weekend?
Yeah.
I pulled the bumper off my 08 that I have.
Okay, and that's that one there?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, where is the gold bumper at?
It's in my camera.
Okay.
Yep. And the reason I did that is because it does have damage on it from previous hits and bumps. You can see it.
Okay.
It has yellow paint on it from hitting a bumper because of the guys. And I was scared that, like, okay, well, the second that you guys see that, it's just going to be boom, boom, boom. Blame me. It's all me. It's all me. And I'm just going to keep getting more and more trouble.
It is on you, my brother.
So I just swapped it. But yes, I do have it.
It's a minor injury crash with no loss of life or anything like that, okay? But you're doing good with getting past this because that's what's best for you. The cover-up part of it, I'm just telling you, is the problem that gets people in these hit-and-run cases.
Well, I'm trying to be honest with you.
Right. I know you said you weren't involved and you were up north to Deputy DeBoer, but...
Well, I was up north.
But at the specific time of this
crash, you wasn't.
Right, but nobody asked me specifically.
Exactly.
And I get that. I get it. But that's what I'm trying to be honest with you. Because
Yes.
I feel like you're not trying to badger me right now.
No, and one thing is all this gets worked out through the court process and not necessarily you or I, at this time. So you switched out the bumper. What other parts did you switch out, or was that it?
It was just the bumper.
Oh, good, he's talking.
I mean, I'll even show you it. You can see it. Like, I'm not worried about it. And I'll show you what I was talking about, like what I was fearful over.
Bounced from one doctor to the next.
You thought you was gonna get away with it. All them cameras out there. 2024.
See it there. Ooh, not gonna clear that.
The yellow paint and everything. A few weeks ago, they ran into one of those yellow gas station bumpers.
Right.
And that was what I was fearful of.
And this is the 08, or this is the new stuff from last Friday.
I don't believe I made contact with him. Like, it was to the point where I hit the brakes and then I literally hit the brakes as soon as he cut across.
Okay. Is it something where you might not necessarily feel it?
It's a dually pickup truck, so it has a very solid stance, but...
Right. The car on the right, you said that was turning on the crossroad. Describe that car to me.
It was so far ahead of me. That's the last thing on my mind. I just know that there was a car a ways ahead, and then as I was coming up, I saw them had their blinker on. They were turning right, so I went to veer out to the left to go around them. There was no coming traffic, so I only went over about maybe 3 feet-ish.
Okay.
It could have been more.
And they hooked right. Why?
Because there was an intersection right there, and they were in the gravel at that point in time.
Okay. Obviously, yeah, like I said, we know it's double yellow. We know no...
Nah, my boy, that's a lie.
There was video at Thiele's that actually captures the whole incident.
Right.
I don't recall a vehicle turning right onto F.
Facts.
That would have been...
There was a car there turning right.
Was there any kind of beef between you and that VW at the intersection?
No, because like when I come out of that intersection, there was a car right next to me. I was in the right lane, and I was actually going to go slow anyways, and then they were going slow, so
I want to hear the VW's perspective. Terrible driver himself.
I just did the speed limit.
Or herself.
Do you think that upset him?
Or himself.
Snuck by him right there at the
9 times been suspended for license.
I appreciate your honesty and cooperation. That's going to help you the long run. Like you said, it's the best for you to move past this situation. Are you on probation or anything like that? No. Okay. We still have to take the bumper and probably the truck for a little bit.
That's my only means of transportation.
I understand, and I want to work with you on that. If you allow us to download the phone, we can work with you on that as well.
Well, that one I'm going to go through my attorney on. It's privacy.
Okay.
Personal information on there.
Okay. Okay. And that would be just a search warrant then is all we would do for that. We're going to gather the parts and probably the truck and the security system here. Okay. My plan for you is there will be charges associated to your involvement. I understand what you're explaining to me, but I can book and release you on those charges today. I have to take you to the facility, though, at the jail, and we'll book and release you on those. That passenger, I don't know if you saw that oak tree, but it's very close to where that car went through that ditch in front of Todd Thiele's. She just had some injuries to her lower body. The vehicle...
Was it a she or he, nigga?
By the DA's request. So if they want it held for a period of time, it'll be held.
It's my main work vehicle.
I completely get it, and that's why we just want the cooperation that can help you go that route.
My biggest fear is just the truck for work, and then my daughter.
Is she here, or is she part-time,
I
come here the weekend?
Well, I pick her up every Friday until Monday.
Okay.
That's my only transportation.
If you consent, or if we can get a warrant done in the next 5 to 6 days, maybe the DA is willing to release it.
Go through it, do what you got to do, but
okay.
I need that truck back. If I don't, if that truck.
And I don't want to hinder your work. It's just this.
Like I'm already going through bankruptcy, so if I miss out on any more work.
Whose fault is that?
For you. I get it.
If it's gone.
Whose fault is that?
It puts me out of business.
I'll make some phone calls on that. I'll try and work with you on that. I can't
get a rental
one way or another at this point right now, but with the cooperation that you're willing to provide, we may be able to go with that.
Go to Enterprise and get a rental, my boy. Rent a car.
Turn it to you.
They need my truck.
We'll talk. Our supervisor should be coming out here, so.
That's honestly my biggest fear right now is not having a vehicle. I've had this placement with my daughter's mom for going on 7 years, and I've never missed a pickup or drop off. So.
Right. We're not trying to make things any worse than what you got. It's like you said, you're moving forward from today. From this, you can start to move past this. But we'll move this out, and then I'll have you put your ATV back in, or three-wheeler back in. I talked to the boss. He's under the same assumption it's going to have to go through the DA's office, okay? All I can tell you on the truck is that we'll do our due diligence to try and get this done as quick as possible. Then we can work on getting it back once the DA gets that request.
Tough.
Right now, you'll be placed under arrest for the reckless and endangering safety, for the 2 occupants, and the hit and run causing injury. I'm not worried about the obstructing or anything like that from the prior contact.
When can I expect to get my phone back then, too?
Between you and I, my first priority is to get your search warrant done on your truck. Any other questions?
Timeline on that?
I should have your phone downloaded sometime next week. I mean, tomorrow, my focus is on your truck tomorrow. This will be a book and release. You'll just get a court date. I mean, I could hold you in jail, but I'm not going to.
I know. So I just trying to make sure, like, with the business, like.
If there's a way that you can figure something out for a few days next week, and then, I'll obviously run it by the.
Vehicle. That's the issue. No, I don't have another truck or anybody.
You should have thought about that before you tried to run somebody off the road.
But unfortunately, that's where we're at. Buckner, get some cuffs.
I do.
I'll just put them on in front. I'm not
have them pull in the driveway and do it.
Yep.
Tell you what, you're not going to cause me any problems, right?
Let's walk.
No, I feel like I've been more cooperative this whole time.
Obviously, you've been, sounds like mostly cooperative with us today, so, I don't need to parade you in front of all your neighbors or anything like that.
1095.
No, can you shut my garage door and then just come up the back of the garage for me, please? Thank you.
When we're all done? Yes. Oh, we'll get the seat back for you here.
No handcuffs is crazy. Oh, now handcuffs. Put him in the car first. I guess non-violent is what it is.
In your refrigerator, okay?
Okay.
And then I'll try and be in contact with you if we can get that stuff out to you.
All right, thank you.
All right?
Is it cool enough?
Yeah.
All right.
Can you let them know that my gun is next to my bedside? That just shouldn't be an issue. It's not loaded. Short barrel shotgun. It's not loaded. It's not loaded. It's a short barrel. Okay. I just there's been a lot of strange cars driving by this last week. Okay. Ever since my name was posted on the Facebook page, I've had some weird traffic. 2 vehicles that were recording as they went by. Not cops. That's on the camcorders too, and I could point it out to you, but it's just a little fishy. So.
Okay, sounds good.
Damn. I believe him. They posted his car. They said, "Oh yeah, this nigga, we sick of him."
One question I want to clarify with you is just about occupancy of the vehicle. But you're currently in custody, so I got to read your Miranda rights. I just want to clarify if your daughter was in the vehicle or not. I know you mentioned something about picking her up on Friday, so that's why I just want to clarify if anybody else was in the vehicle. So I'm just going to ask you that question, but I got to do this before I ask you that, since you're in custody. Since you have the right to remain silent. Realizing that you have these rights, are you willing to answer questions and make a statement? And it's just about what I just explained to you about the occupancy of the vehicle is all I'm asking about.
You hear about the occupancy of my vehicle?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. If you could just sign and date and time, then I'll put something on the bottom there.
This is the story of the one. The one knows the unexpected.
Well, at least his daughter went in the car.
But with a teammate like Granger.
I mean, driving like that with your kids in the car, man, that is insane. That is crazy work.
Is there a possibility to get a taxi once we get out of here?
10:26. Yeah.
Get a Uber or a Lyft.
If you can figure that system out or the process there. Okay, so you dropped her off at school.
Yeah, I was already on the way home.
Okay. What number do you need me to reach out to?
Seth.
That you're giving me permission to go on your phone.
Alright, well then don't. I guess don't. I appreciate you saying that.
My guy's been sitting here, guys. Your guy injured.
I mean, if you had his number, I can.
I don't know if I'll call. I'll see if I can call a taxi when we get out of here.
Okay.
I guess, yep.
All right.
Based on Jason's existing charges, it appears he did not have his daughter in his vehicle at the time of the incident. Jason faced 2 felony counts of first-degree recklessly endangering safety and 1 misdemeanor count of a hit and run. About 7 weeks after the incident, Jason signed a signature bond for $2,250 to ensure presence in court. He entered a plea of not guilty to all counts. 5 months later, Jason took a plea deal and got 1 charge of recklessly endangering safety dismissed. For his other endangering safety and hit-and-run charges, he was sentenced to a total of 5 years of probation, which would start with 90 days in jail full Huber, meaning he is permitted to leave jail for certain circumstances, like work. He has to complete 150 hours of community service within 2 years and must pay over $6,700 in restitution to the owner of the Volkswagen.
Damn.
In the passenger seat during the crash.
The owner of the Volkswagen in the passenger seat, but the person driving had suspended 9 to 10 suspended licenses attempts. 90 days in jail, full Huber. That's tough. So I guess he get to work on his business, see his daughter, but 90 days in jail, that's tough. He clearly tried to do that, run that person off the road, clearly.
As for the other driver, they pled no contest to their no passing zone and operating on a suspended license charges, resulting in over $400 in fines.
Ooh.
However, they seem to have continued to not pay their fines, as they racked up more operating on a suspended license charges. Interestingly, they pled no contest to a hit and run, specifically for property adjacent to a highway, almost exactly 1 year after the incident in this video. While researching, we also found that the truck involved in the crash is currently up for sale on Facebook for just $15,000 if anyone's interested.
Yo. The person driving the Volkswagen is just his fault. Both these people are idiots. The Volkswagen driver and the truck driver. 2 clowns. Circus.